Why society will always lift fools to power. Seneca lived in a Rome collapsing under its own weight. A world ruled not by wisdom, but by appetite, vanity, and spectacle. In the shadows of that dying empire, he discovered a truth darker than tyranny itself. Society does not fear the fool in power, it creates him. People don't want wisdom, they want escape. Seneca wrote that men suffer more in imagination than in reality. The crowd fears hunger, fears uncertainty, fears responsibility. So much that they will follow anyone who offers relief. The wise demand that people grow. The fool demands only obedience, and obedience feels easier. Seneca warned, the mob follows not what is true but what soothes. The soothing voice wins, even when it lies, especially when it lies. Spectacle becomes more important than substance. Seneca saw a horrifying pattern. The more a society craves entertainment, the less it values character. So the throne falls not to the disciplined, not to the rational, not to the wise, but to the performer, the one who can distract the crowd from the rot under their own skin. Seneca said, a people sick with amusement cannot judge a man's virtue. In such a world, competence is invisible, but noise becomes power. Weak souls seek leaders who reflect their flaws. Seneca believed that a leader is always a mirror. If the people are greedy, they will choose a greedy leader. If the people are angry, they will choose a vengeful leader. If the people are frightened, they will choose a tyrant. He wrote, the corrupted call corruption strength. That is why fools rise. The crowd does not seek what is right. They seek what resembles them. A chaotic society cannot recognize a stable leader. A poisoned society cannot recognize a pure one. A fearful society cannot recognize a free one. The death of thinking gives birth to the fool. Seneca saw that the crowd does not think. It reacts, it follows emotion, not truth. And the fool knows how to inflame emotion. Anger, resentment, excitement, fear. The crowd runs to the loudest voice, even when that voice leads them to ruin. The wise speak slowly, carefully, with restraint. But restraint is not seductive. Noise is. The people themselves create the tyrant. In Seneca's darkest writings, he makes one brutal claim. No tyrant rules unwilling people. Seneca believed society collapses not from the top, but from within, from millions of small choices. To avoid responsibility, avoid growth, avoid truth, the fool merely finishes the job. The crowd began. The executioner is elected long before he acts. Seneca's conclusion was merciless. People choose their destroyer. Long before he draws his blade, they create him. With their apathy, with their distractions, with their cravings, with their fears. The fool in power is not a mistake. He is a mirror held up to a society that has forgotten virtue. And until people learn discipline, until they choose truth over comfort, thought over impulse, virtue over spectacle, they will continue to kneel before anyone loud enough to hide their own emptiness.